And welcome again, now, dear friends, to the Monday edition of Fresh Bread. Reverend Phil Anderson here with you, pastor of Oakland United Methodist Church and Kansas Avenue United Methodist Church. Well, it's another hot one, isn't it? It is Monday, August 21st, 2023, getting into that home stretch of August. We're going to have some hot days here coming up the next few days, as we have had for a while. It was interesting, we had a total of 40 people even at Kansas Avenue yesterday. That's about 20 less than we have had. I know some people were doing some other things. Just interesting, as I was mentioning, when I looked out over the audience yesterday, I said, I wonder if we would find more people staying home when it's hot than when it's cold. I almost think that that's the case. It was a lot of people staying home. Anyway, at least they weren't at church. I hope everybody's doing well. And again, we just lift each other up in prayer. And really my goal for the church is I'm going into 1 Peter here as we're continuing this study today and this week. But one of the prayers is that the prayer that Jesus had prayed, that we would all be one and that there would be unity. That's really my prayer for the churches that I serve. And, I come in, 4 years ago, and, I don't know a lot of the history and things that went on, things that didn't go on, why people are there still, why people have left. I'm sure there's a lot of stories. I wish I had time to find them out. I mean, when you're quarter time, there's just not a lot of time to talk to people. The best conversations really that I've had have been those times where we've taken a few people on a short workshop trip up to Kansas City, or just visited with people in the neighborhoods, and as we were walking through those areas and ministering together. But that's really only a handful of people that I can say that about. Maybe in both churches combined, 6 maybe, and that's in 4 years. And I just feel like there's got to be a better way. And I'm not sure how to approach it, because I just don't feel like people want to give a lot of their time outside of church on Sunday. I've not had any reason to believe they want to. We've tried new things, and that just doesn't seem to be appealing to folks. And I'm okay with that. It's just the goal of bringing us together still remains unrealized. So nothing here critical of anybody. I firmly believe I play with the cards I'm dealt, and I just don't want to burn myself out trying new things where it's just not something that people want to do. So that being said, I hope that if you have ideas, you will share them with me, and we can kind of work on maybe seeing how we can do it. I told y'all that came to that last meeting, which I think was July the 29th. I can't remember, maybe one of those days. It was end of July. It was what I called the ministry open house. And I mentioned, I said, this is really the last one I'm going to bring these up, because I've been talking about them for a year and a half, 2 years almost. And I said, until people really want to do some of these things, it's just going to have to sit there, and we're just going to not mess with them. I will be glad to do what I can. And I also want to really equip the members to take on some of these leadership roles. One of the things we have at our disposal today, right now, is the ability to have in-home groups. And that's nothing new. Churches have been doing that since the 70s, I think. And as I mentioned in church, I think 2 weeks ago, I'm going to be doing that, God willing, with my 2 older sons and my son-in-law, and maybe even my younger son, in the next month or so as September rolls around. And I probably will be doing that on a certain night each week. And I know there's going to be schedules that come up, and we'll just say, hey, whoever, if you can't make it, you can't make it. But we got to start somewhere. And, I just want to make sure that they know it's a priority for me to spend that time with them. And now with Right Now Media, we can watch a 15 or 20 minute video and then just talk about it. And it'll be an entry point for a discussion, with the goal that we will all benefit spiritually and will grow in our faith in Christ. So that's really why we do this, not just to bring in more people to the church or try to show how successful we are, but it's really about just ministering to people right where they're at. So I hope that's going to happen. Hey, we're going to continue this discussion tomorrow, and we will get into 1 Peter this week. Until then, God bless you. Have a great day.